What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, trying out a dueling book commentary. I was searching through some matches, and I came across this one, and I saw the dude opened with the Hidden City. I was like, oh, is he playing? Is he actually playing some Subterrors? And sure enough, he is. I believe he searched Stalagmo, and he normal summoned, I think, Nemesis Archer. And he used Monster Gate, which this is, I mean, I'm not going to act like I'm an expert on Subterrors. I did not know they even ran the deck. He got Deslakota, and now I believe that he set the Stalagmo as well. So I'm not sure what his opponent is going to do. He's going to activate the effect of Hidden City. Oh, okay, it's the, what's it called? It's the effect to put one face up, and Stalagmo, you can special. I know about that. What is this flip effect? It looks like it must be some type of monster reborn. No, the flip effect says discard one Subterror monster, and if you do, draw one. He's the Destiny draw guy. Why did he summon? Oh, you know what? This guy must have an effect to activate. Let me actually read this. During the player's turn, tribute this card. Blah 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 blah. And if you do, if a Subterror Behemoth monster is split face up while this card is in your graveyard. Okay, so that's why he got it back. I'm wondering, I'm like, why exactly did he end up doing that? Okay, so he summoned the Nemesis Warrior from his graveyard. Dude, Nemesis Warrior seems really, really good. The fact that if you can constantly use that effect over and over again, that seems extremely good. And now he summoned the big snake looking motherfucker. I don't know what it's called. I think it has like 3,300 attack. Its attack is really, really big though. All right, here it is. Ultramafus, 3,000 attack. My mistake. 3,000 attack, 1,800 defense. That's not like the biggest defense, but if I'm not mistaken, I think Hidden City gives you some type of protection. I know obviously it's a reinforcement of the army. And then obviously it's kind of like a mini book of it's like a mini book of Taiyu. Once per turn, when your opponent's monster declares an attack, you can change one face down. Yeah, that's okay. That's what I thought. So when your opponent attacks face down monsters, you can like flip them face up. I thought Hidden City gave you some type of protection against regular attacks. So, all right, Charger the Light Brigade looks like he's playing against some sort of Light Sworn variant. Oh, he's running 60 cards too. I just noticed that. So if he happens to get a copy of that Grasshook Screener, which he probably would have activated first if he had it, he'd be milling a ton of cards. All right, so he is playing some type of Infernoid version, and looks like it does have Light Sworn as well. He searched out Raiden. He has double Charge of the Light Brigade. Interesting. He opened with 2 of those. All right, so he's got 7 cards in his grave. What do you get when you've already searched one Raiden? I mean, because if he goes for Lumina, oh, he's searching for double Raiden. I was like, if you search Lumina, I mean, I don't think he has any Light Sworns in his graveyard. All right, so he's got double Raiden. He might summon one of them. Seems like a little bit of a clog tan if you've got 2 copies of the same exact card. Maybe he's going to normal summon. You know, the thing about Subterrors that's kind of interesting is it's a very momentum-based deck. The deck, in my opinion, starts extremely slow, but it's one of those decks where if it can get through the first 3 turns and still have... What the hell? He did have that Grasshook Screener? Why didn't he use... okay, maybe he wanted to search his Light Sworn first? Why didn't he use that first? That's weird. I thought he would have... Oh, he lost his Regeki and his Dark Hole Rip. I would have thought that he would have immediately used that Grasshook. I mean, I can understand using one charge and then using that Grasshook Screener. By the way, it seems like he's losing all his copies of... It seems like he's losing all his copies of Void Feast, but... I mean, I don't think it really matters. He just milled like 1 trillion cards. And this dude just milled like 26 cards in 1 turn because of double Charge of the Light Brigade and, you know, that Grasshook Screener. He is going to normal summon, and actually he'll mill even more cards. This is actually pretty damn strong. All right, so he's going to mill 2 more cards from Raiden. Gets a second Fairy Tail Snow and a Stydamus. So he has 2 snows in the graveyard. I mean, I really hope that this is a very strong back row. Something like, well, you couldn't go lose 1 turn. I don't know. It needs to. I don't know what it needs to be, but that shit needs to be super strong. And he's about to pop it too. And he's probably gonna go into Omega, possibly pop the back row, and then go after. Oh, he does not. He goes after the Hidden City. Interesting. I'm getting a message. Sometimes this is why I make like random names so I could do my commentaries without people like challenge me to duel and stuff like that. All right, so rip to the Hidden City, which is his protection. And I'm not sure that I'm not really sure Subterrors are gonna get through the first few turns. For this deck to survive, it has to get to like turn 3 and still have like a really big Subterror monster set, and then it can start doing its grind thing. But a lot of decks in Yu-Gi-Oh just turbo through they can just turbo through the first 3 turns, and then Subterrors never really get set up. And I mean, Dark Hole being a thing, like Dark Hole and Regeki being popular, is not very good for Subterrors also. All right, I expect Omega to come out. I expect him to use Omega's effect immediately to get the card out of Cerberus's hand. That way, not only will he have knowledge, but then he'll have 0 levels on board. He can start going into his graveyard and summoning an Infernoids, or summoning Infernoids, not summoning an Infernoids. What the heck? All right, so there's Omega. And yeah, I think he's just going to use the effect just to get information. And I mean, it also possibly baits out a back row. Actually, he's not. Okay. All right, he goes for Stydamus. Okay, that's fair enough. You know, he could be saved possibly like by like a Mirror Force or something. Quaking would be really big here. Yeah, Quaking Mirror Force. Nope, actually, he's going to use the effect of Omega. It's weird. Why didn't he just use the Omega first? Yeah, it's weird because then... because he would get more information. It's another copy of Hidden City. All right. Let me see what the ratings of these guys are. 378 versus 1,000. How did this match get made? Oh, man. Rip to Des Lakota. Not looking so hot for you, Des Lakota. It is not a flip effect. At the end of the battle phase, he's going to banish the Subterror. And yeah, this shows you, man, Subterrors is... it's like a super fragile deck. I remember from the very beginning, people did not like this. From the very beginning, I said, I just looked at Subterrors and I was like, that archetype is trash. And people hated me for it. And I was like, okay, if it ever tops a YCS, I'll come out and admit I'm wrong. And it never happened. You can just tell sometimes the makeup of archetypes immediately by looking at them for like 1 second. You can just kind of tell. Sometimes you can't, but a lot of times you can just kind of tell the speed of a deck. All right, so he top decks 1 card. I'm not really sure what it can be to get him out of this because obviously Infernoids have DD Crow effects, so it's not like Dark Hole or Regeki really matters. Back comes the Omega. I expect him to probably... wait, what? What just happened? Why did that card... why did that card come back? I think he doesn't realize that it's permanently banished, or he added the wrong card. I'm like, I think Hidden City should go to his hand. I expect him to go battle phase, attack, and then main phase 2, he'll probably use the effect to what's it called. He's shuffling his hand, but I'm pretty sure that you're... actually, I don't know. I know on Dueling Network, I think when you added a card from your like banish power from your graveyard, I'm pretty sure that it used to auto, what's it called? It used to auto shuffle. All right, he activates Reasoning. He calls level 3. I think he should have called 4 because... I mean, we haven't really seen any 3s in his deck, right? Like Card Trooper. I mean, you'd expect 4. Like the normal summons we have seen so far have been Snow and Raiden, and obviously, like you have Decatron, so you know you would assume that probably level 4 would be your best bet. All right, so it looks like he can probably push for 8,000 damage here. Like I think he could easily do game, even through a battle trap. Like he has like so many Snows he can use. Like he can use Snow like 4 times this turn. And just constantly attack. So I'm not sure that there's any way, even with a Mirror Force, that he's going to survive this turn. And 1 more attack should do it. Omega has not attacked. All right. GG no re. Game 1 goes to the Ice Queen. All right. Looks like they're going to side it up. And, what do you side if you... I'm so unfamiliar with Subterrors and their side deck and what they can actually do. Now, see, I don't know if this is a TCG duel or because I'm thinking like, you know, Ghost Ash is pretty nice against these Infernoid decks. It's probably, I think it's one of the biggest reasons Infernoids fell off the map in Japan. Like they still have that Grass Looks Greener at 3, and they still have all their Infernoid cards. But when you activate that Grass Looks Greener and your opponent just activates Ghost Ash and they're like, nope, you're not milling any cards. I don't know. Infernoids, you know, they're not like... it's not a deck that really makes pluses off of its summons. It's a deck that doesn't use its resources all that well, which is why things like Reasoning were always super strong in the deck because you can mill a billion cards and use your graveyard as a second resource. And that Grass Looks Greener is basically the new age version of Reasoning. So if you basically make Infernoids just play with their hand, it's not a very strong deck. All right, so Cerberus is going first again. Man, I don't know if I like that unless he has Floodgates. Like, unless he has like Macro Cosmos or Iron Wall or just something to make sure that no Infernoid monsters are going to get summoned, no Fairy Tale Snows are going to get summoned, I'm not really sure if I like him going first. Once again, he opened up with the Hidden City. We've seen this played, or at least we've seen 3 copies of this so far. And he's going to get his search on. The problem is, I don't know, man. With 5 cards, I just don't know if it's enough for... Like, I feel like Subterrors can't go second because then the deck is way too slow. It's like when Geargia would go second and you'd set Geargia armor and you'd have to like wait a full turn of your opponent going twice to try and resolve the Geargia armor. It's like, dude, there's too much Yu-Gi-Oh! Can be played in that time span. You know what I mean? Too many ways to fucking kill that Geargia armor. If you give your opponent 2 turns of like getting their monsters and stuff like that. I feel like any deck that has to naturally set to get rolling is going to be in that position, unless it's a deck like, well, Shadows don't have to naturally set. They could set or they could not set. The only deck that I feel like is okay doing this is really Paleozoics, because you can set things like, you can set a what's it called, like you can set frogs, mainly Dupe Frog, and you can like wall up behind 5 back row and feel protected. And if your opponent kills your Dupe Frog, you just get a swap frog anyways. So he sets Des Lakota, and then he special summons one of his Subterrors. This is the Kraken, okay, and then specials another one. Man, the problem is these boards are so susceptible to Dark Hole, and we saw Dark Hole and Regeki being played by the Ice Queen, both of them. Yeah, when you throw everything out there turn 1 and you don't, I know that they do have, I know that Subterrors have a protection card from monster effects, from destruction effects. I think it's a trap. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but he didn't set anything, so obviously he don't have it. I mean, this is as simple as if he gets that Grass Looks Greener, this duel could be over. Or if he gets Regeki, this duel could be over too. Yeah, keep in mind Regeki, Dark Hole are blowout cards. When your opponent sets 3 monsters, none of them have any type of way of stopping things like Regeki. No, he's going straight for a Patrol. Okay, he's going for Patrula, and he's going to pop the Hidden City. That thing has not stayed on the board. Please have a Fat Veiler. Yeah, if you have like a Fat Veiler, then that would be pretty cool. But obviously, Hidden City might get popped again 2 straight times in a row. All right, it's gone. So it's a effect to flip monster. Oh my God, he had Regeki too. This is just this is just destruction. This is the last time I'm ever gonna cast a Subterror match. This is just like, oh goodness, it's like watching low tier against high tier. Like I just, oh my God. And he has Monster Gate. This is obliteration. I feel so bad for the Subterror guy because he's trying his best. Subterror guy, don't feel bad. Although that Monster Gate wasn't actually that strong. He only got like 1 Infernoid in the graveyard. He got a Snow, but I don't know. Maybe if he got another Hidden City, maybe he can run this back. Oh no, he got Decatron. That was actually a really, because he can go into Omega now. He can drop Harmodic in the grave, and then he could Synchro, and I believe he had 3 Infernoids in his graveyard as well. Yeah, he is gonna. It looks like he is gonna go for that. That was actually like the perfect top deck, or not perfect top deck. He has 6 cards. That was like the perfect normal summon. If he didn't normal summon that, I don't know. I don't think his hand would have been all that powerful. Now this is weird. He doesn't Synchro, huh? I think he should have Synchroed for he's going to exceed for Minerva. Okay, I don't actually agree with that, but whatever. I would have Synchroed for Omega, and then I would have like summoned because I think he has Onoku in the grave. I would have like summoned. I would have gotten Onoku in the grave out of my grave. I would have like poked for a big mess of damage. It would have been what Onoku's. It would have been 5,800, something like that, and it would have put Cerberus on a 1-turn clock where he has to like get rid of my entire board. Plus, you would have been getting one of your Infernoids back from Omega's effect, and then potentially hitting a card out of his hand as well. So like, I don't know. I think that would have been the stronger play, but you know, different plays for different people. So let's see what he's going to do. I don't know. I don't know that Subterrors are a deck that operate all that well with, not having that many resources. I get why he went to the Minerva play because he wanted to mill more cards. I don't know. In this case, I would have went for damage because I kind of, like, I think that he should have been smelling blood here. Like, Cerberus lost his entire turn 1 board, and he lost his field spell as well. So he just lost everything. And yeah, I'd have been out for blood right there on my turn. So he needs to answer Minerva, preferably not with an attack, because then Minerva ends up milling a random riot in and you lose your monster. So we'll have to see what it does. Now he's looking in his extra deck, so I don't know. Maybe he's gonna do something. I don't even think that Subterrors. Oh, he has Norden. I'm like, do Subterrors even use their extra deck that much? I didn't even know they ran Instant Fusion. If he goes for something that isn't Norden, I'll be shocked. But, you know, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Strange things happen. Alright, he's bringing out something. I don't know what it is yet. Watch it be Theseus. That'd be awesome. He brings out Theseus. Whatever this is, he's still, like, he needs to understand. He clearly has enough Infernoids in his graveyard to summon Onoku. So, like, you need to be aware of that. I'm not sure what he sided either, because we haven't seen, like, he didn't set any traps or anything. Usually when people side, the number one types of cards that they side are traps, because you want floodgates, and it does not appear that he has any floodgates at his disposal. I can get why why you wouldn't want to set an instant fusion. All right, Norden in attack mode, fair enough. A lot of people summon it in defense, but honestly, it just probably doesn't matter at this point. Ice Queen only has one card in hand, so the chances of him stopping this are... Oh, no, wait. Doesn't he have Fairy Tale Snow in his grave? He can stop this with Snow. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, he has Fairy Tale Snow. So whatever extra deck play... Oh, wait. Is he bringing out Des Lakota? What? I don't think he has any forwards in his grave. I don't think he can exceed. It just dawned on me. I don't even... Oh, wait. Actually, okay. Well, he does normal summon. Maybe he can exceed. All right. Is he going to go for the rank 4 play, maybe? What will that rank 4 play be? I mean, Utopia the Lightning is not... It's not that bad in this situation. You can run over Minerva, but I don't know. I feel like Onoku is just going to come out and blow it up, and then you'll just be in a really tight spot. What are you going to do, Mr. Subterror guy? He's activating the effect of Warrior. I think he's trying to go... Is he trying to go for that set effect? Send one Subterror monster to the graveyard, tribute discard. He just milled a card, so let me see. Yeah, I think he's trying to go for the tribute effect to summon, what's it called? To summon a monster face down defense position. Here's the thing. I don't really know how that, like, gets rid of the Minerva though, let alone the Onoku. Unless he doesn't have Onoku. I'm pretty sure I saw Onoku hit the graveyard though. Yeah, it did hit the graveyard because it was like the first card off of Monster Gate. Okay, so he has his Archer. Okay. Then he's just going to end his turn, which means Norden's just going to die. We didn't see an Exceed summon at all, which was weird. And now Minerva is free to mill 3 more cards. Okay, that wasn't exactly what I thought it was going to be, but whatever. I mean, he must be really banking on this Archer getting him something very, very powerful, like out of his deck, or I don't know. She summons from the deck, right? Send to the graveyard, special summon a Subterror. Yeah, okay, I get that. I don't know, man. What can be powerful enough to just stop what he's going to throw at you? It seems like you're putting a lot of hope into this Archer. I'm pretty sure Onoku's going to come out now. Or if not, nah, I would just go for... I know he goes for Stydamus. Okay, fair enough. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's just going to attack Archer, and then whatever he summons from Archer, he's just going to banish that. So he's just playing around the Archer, and then probably next turn he'll just try and kill him. Yeah, that seems like a pretty logical play. And in this duel, you're just seeing Subterrors, unfortunately, just get overwhelmed. I mean, you could see how if his deck got enough time with like the Desolate Coda and the Flipper, you could see that like he would have some legitimate plays. It's just like I said, Subterrors require like 3 turns to set up. It's even a lot worse than like Dark Magician. Dark Magician needs like 2 turns to set up. Subterrors need like 3 turns to set up, and I don't know. I mean, I have seen people run like Zodiac in it, but Zodiac speeds up every deck, and if you know your turn 1 is like a set card plus a Dryadent plus a Digustal Emerald, it's like how much of that was even the Subterrors? It seems like everything was done by the Zodiacs, not really by the Subterrors. So if you're just playing like a pure version of Subterrors, it requires you to have some setup time. And decks in Yu-Gi-Oh, when you can open with things like Regeki and that grass looks greener and Pot of Desires, you're just not going to give your opponent the setup time. I mean, it's kind of cool that you're not really susceptible to things like Artifact Scythe and like Dimensional Barrier. You don't really need to go in your extra deck, but there's still too much rushdown in Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks that can kind of push the tempo like turn 1. All right, he has another Nemesis Warrior. He still can't attack over and he's just passing. I think he has just conceded this duel because he still has a Fairy Tale Snow in his grave. 3 cards in hand. There should be a handshake during this match. The Ice Queen not taking any damage this game, actually gaining life point. There's another Fairy Tale Snow. Okay, so we could see double snow this turn. He's going to go into battle phase. Probably, okay. Fairy Tale Snow is going to attack. He'll take 50 damage just to keep things completely even. I hate cards with 50s, with 50 attack. It always makes things super weird. All those damn Evil Swarm cards. I feel like Evil Swarm was the archetype that started that crap. All right, that's exactly game on board. GG, and I don't know. Oh, he's playing Prediction Princess Subterrors. Looks like he had a Void Seer set. Unfortunately, guys, our first Dueling Book commentary was a complete manhandling. Which hopefully, see, the thing about Dueling Book commentary, I have no idea how the games are gonna go. Like since it's all me recording live, I have no idea. It's not like the YGO Pro replays where I know the outcome and stuff. I have no idea how these matches are gonna go, if they're going to be complete stompings or what. So, you know, hopefully the next time we get Subterrors, it'll be a little more competitive. Thank you guys for watching as always.